Hey everyone, now that we have talked on and on about a fall garden, let's actually start planting it. So I have a bunch of seeds that my family grabbed for me because they know me really well, and I love that. I honestly, admittedly do. I'm very thankful for this. And what we're gonna do is look at a couple different things. So the first thing that people tend to look at is the days till grow. So I mentioned yesterday or whenever that I did not have enough time to start tomatoes from seed. And most of the tomatoes have 76 days till harvest. Now, as of this recording, we're about 88 days out. And how I did that is I went to almanac.com, typed in my zip code, and then I did a days calculation. I'm gonna pause here to show those two screenshots. Now, you may be wondering, if I said that I had 88 days and this said 76, why I don't have enough time. There's other factors that you need to think of when you think of planting your veggies. So, for example, peppers, especially hot peppers, like warmth. All 88 days until our first frost are not going to be warm. Some might dip down into your 40s. Peppers and tomatoes do not like that. So that's why I know I do not have enough time for those. Whereas something like a cucumber, where it's 52 days, I probably have enough time, and we're doing May to July to outdoor sow. I have enough time to start a batch of cucumbers, which I didn't get any this year, so my only batch. Things like basil, right? So your herbs. Think of things that you're typically seeing in early spring here. Sorry, a big old bus went by or something, I don't know. Think of what you would get in your spring, right? So peas, beans, your lettuces, your kales, your greens, carrots. Carrots actually are interesting because even though they're 75 days, carrots like a light frost. So even if you're close to the end for carrots, you'll be okay if they're frosted. They are frost hardy. So that's another thing that you can look for. Tomatoes are not frost hardy, but let me see if I do have a package of something to show you where you might be okay if you're getting some frost. Okay, admittedly, I was too lazy to go inside, but let's look at the back of this packaging for some verbiage that we might see. So for example, this sweet corn is saying specifically that it needs to be after all danger of frost and the soil is warm. And my dates here are May through June. So I've missed my opportunity here, and I probably am not gonna get additional corn if I were to plant these, versus something like the carrot. Not only am I able to plant through August and September for my zone here over in PA, but we also have that it's after heavy frost. So that tells me that it's able to take on a little bit of a frost and still be okay. So I'm gonna go through and put in a couple different piles, a yes, no, maybe. So no to these guys, not that I don't want them, but they're just, I don't have enough time this year left in the year, so they'll be great for next year. And I can't wait to try this green eggplant. Like I said, looks super cool. Watermelon is also possibly out. I might just try this just to see. Carrots are in, peas are in, we have a bunch going, but I love peas and how quick they grow. Butternut squash is another one that is going to be a maybe. Leeks or a no till next year. Summer squash, yes. More basil, cucumbers, radishes. So you can see the type of vegetable that we're getting, or fruits, are very similar to what we would see in the spring. And that's it. All I'm going to do is take those seeds that I said, yep, would be good to go, and I'm going to plant along anything that we have open space here. But again, I'm going to keep in mind what kind of temperature it likes, what is its spacing, is it going to get really big? So is there something that's already planted that's not doing well? I'm probably not going to put some squash here because we have those pests that are really bad this year. Maybe I'm going to plant more beans here. We're going to see, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Sorry this kept cutting out. I was going on rants and I didn't want this to be too long, but thanks for following along. I'll keep you guys updated, and fall garden coming soon. Bye.